I can't wait to get that one out.
I'm very curious. Let me know if it sucked. I want to know the truth.
I'll tell you. I'm pretty sure it was good. Usually, you know what's funny? There's some that I think are terrible, and then I listen to it when I'm editing. I'm like, oh, this was really good. And then others that I think are good are still good. So nothing stuck out as that's bad.
You're so kind. You're so kind.
No, you're pro talking. That's great. You're fantastic.
That's what I do for a living. Like I said, it's about talking. Usually I'm good with the questions though, and rapid fires.
This week episode is brought to you by None of Secret Supply of Sauce, the best sauce known to mankind and available on shelf anywhere. Even when the freezer is full of sauce, there is still no sauce for you. You want some of Nona sauce? Too bad, only Nona decides who gets the sauce.
Papa's popping and locking, Magnum scrutinizing. Papa Mac's podcast.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Season 2, Episode 20 of the twice over Zilly-nominated Poppin' Mags Pinecast. Mags, how you doing over there, buddy?
Can I lie and say great?
You can if you have to.
I'm gonna lie, but I'm letting everyone know that I'm lying.
We just don't know how much you're lying, but okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it's probably extensive, but glad to be here. How about you?
Hey, glad to be here. Glad to be here. Should be interesting today, folks. All right, so let's start it with our reverse countdowns. And it seems like we have had no movement on these. They just continue to keep on rolling here. So we got K-Fuel. We're up to 264 days since that was promised. Are we any closer? Yes. Are we there yet? No. We'll see what happens. Our play, we got the staking index from the original white paper is now 283 days delayed. And the actual token, we are at a full year and a day at this point.
Oh,
so
wow.
That's 366 days because it wasn't a leap year.
Can I talk about their Discord real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
So they have this thing called Ask Me Anything. A lot of Discords have that kind of thing, right?
AMA, as they would say. Go ahead.
Right. Well, let me just double check the name because I wouldn't want to be wrong. The name is...
You're being fact-checked as we speak.
This is a live fact check. I have to go down because it's so low on my icons. So Ask Us Anything. Yep.
There you go.
It's called Ask Us Anything. General chat and Ask Us Anything are some of the bigger rooms in the replay Discord.
Yeah.
I know I've asked a lot of stuff in there and I've never got answered, but stuff that has been asked literally right after me has been answered. And it's like piddly stuff.
Yeah.
And it looks
pick and choose what we answer.
Right. And two, it's like they're kind of calling, I think, what we're bringing up as FUD. And I know what you call it. He's becoming one of my favorite follows on Twitter or whatever. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
Nothing Flash.
Oh, Nothing Flash. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's solid. Yeah.
So, I mean, he's getting crap too. YOLO Legend responded to somebody who said they stopped watching as much, not feeling very rewarded if the numbers are just numbers. YOLO Legend says, just keep watching. I know you're just being influenced by the recent FUDs, plural, smiley face. And Nothing Flash, your boy, he said, call it what you want. White paper changed with no announcement, removing stake and tears and LP references. Team initially ignored, then blatantly refused to answer questions concerning this for weeks now. I think it is. Oh, I was still going. I was just taking my saliva. So I think it is a very fair question, parenthesis, and would still like it answered on parenthesis, whatever, considering the time, resources, and cost many community members have committed to the date based on information previously published by the team, so
right.
I mean, defend the FUD. I mean, like if you, but I mean, like you can't deny that they did what we said they did. What Buddy's saying they did.
Well, yeah. I mean, the fact is they basically FUD'd us, right? Let's not get it twisted. All they have to do is answer a simple question, and the FUD is gone. And it's not even FUD to begin with. but they created this uncertainty by changing the game and not telling anybody about it and then not answering any questions about it. I don't know. Call me crazy.
You have any other take on that?
Other than what I just said?
Yep. No? Okay.
Okay.
Who we got next?
So we got Dorks now. The original, they're up to 33 days late on the trailer, right?
Right.
They have since said that the trailer will take place on October 9th. I'm
Right.
not sure if that's the trailer or the teaser of the trailer.
You could
I
be getting
believe
teased.
I believe it's the teaser of the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw an announcement this week, and the teaser pic had the guy eating some popcorn. I'm assuming it's not sizzle popcorn because it looked tasty. But also on the wall, it was a calendar with the month of November.
And it looked like it was marked the day before Thanksgiving.
I agree. Although in that sense, and if that's the case, then it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like in that order.
Right. It just, I mean, there was 2 days highlighted. It looked like those were holidays.
Which you would think would be Thursday, Friday of Thanksgiving. I agree. And then Monday, the Monday following would be like Cyber Monday. I don't know. Like that's not really a holiday, but
right.
I had the same initial understanding as well of the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, but that's obviously not official.
Right, right. Did you have any takes on this new thing that they're dropping?
The DigiDorks.
Yeah, DigiDorks.
So, I mean, obviously it's a free mint. So, there's really no risk, obviously. I don't really know. You know, they said it's like for gamification. So I'm not sure what their plans are for it. It looks like it's pixelated.
20,000.
There's 20,000 of them.
Double the amount of dorks.
Okay, so basically 10,000 of them go for free. Well, max 10,000 free to those who owned dorks, and then another 10,000 after that will be minted at a cost, I'm sure. So it's certainly going to be another moneymaker for them, even if it's just with the secondary activity. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. You know, this is already the third drop. They've all been free, which is, you know.
And was this one delayed because they want to make sure it doesn't cost anyone something now?
Yes, I did see that. So it was originally supposed to drop on October 2nd, and it was moved to Friday the 6th. When they did the Dorkish Delights, the site that they used charged a fee, and they ended up going back and refunding most people. I don't know. Did you get refunded?
I don't believe I did. My help ticket's still there.
I would reopen.
Don't think it closed? No, it's still open.
It should.
It's still open.
And no one responded to you?
No one responded to me. I sent, and that's why he's like, and I'm not blaming Chief, but he's like, oh yeah, that I put it in and I got it. So I didn't exactly understand what they wanted, but I sent a link from my Etherscan of the transaction with my wallet address, and crickets. So once again, like, is this a me thing? Because it seems like this shit just happens to me constantly.
It could be.
Okay.
Could be.
But you got refunded?
I did.
Oh, good for you.
I did. So yeah, we'll see. I have no idea. It looks like a pixelated dork, right?
Looks neat.
Yeah, no, they look fine. I'm definitely curious what the gamification is going to be and what that will be about. I did see also they dropped some news about the lab and how the things have gotten changed within how they were doing stuff. So it seems like stuff is in the works. It would just be nice to see some of this stuff in action at this point. You know, it's been a while already.
I'd rather see something. It seems like basically everything we've been in, there's not much finished products out there from.
No, there's not.
Yeah.
Which actually leads me to I caught a little bit of an X Spaces that I believe you took part in with, I think it was ThetaCon. Dude, and then I saw that one of our interns posted something on X, and maybe I read it too fast, but is Tygons and Star Wars, did they team up? Is that what happened?
No, that's not necessarily what happened, but it sounded like Justin Trevor winners. You know, he was there. Matt was on there before, but then Matt had a rug or something, or he was gone, or I don't know. But anyway,
He
so
might have got
Justin.
locked out of his house.
I asked Justin because Justin brought some of this up, and I just wanted to clarify. And it seems like something has taken place in the Sandbox metaverse, not a proud sponsor,
Oh, okay.
and to where they'll be showing episode like Peaky Blinders or all that stuff. So it's like almost like it will be like their area. So they might have Tygon stuff, and it sounded like maybe the Psycho KO premiere. Oh, not premiere, it's premiering at ThetaCon, they clarified, but maybe they'll get it on there once. He said like the specs are up to their standards, I guess. But apparently there was some, and I'm gonna butcher it, I don't even have it up. There's some company that was just like funding people for this type of stuff. Banijay. I think, not like those expensive eggs, but it's some other kind of media company or something. But
so they're looking to buy us out. Oh wait, not us.
Not us.
Got to be your ball.
Right. So using stuff to develop different, looks like IPs in our metaverse Sandbox. So that's kind of neat. Thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely.
I like the fact that I think Brian Mason, friend of the podcast, he said investigative reporter from Pop and Mags, and then identified myself as Magnum from popandmags.com. So
NFT NYC did not agree with that assessment.
Really?
Yeah.
JPEG New York City?
JPEG NYC.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't. Never. I mean, they're gonna have to beg us, to go.
Did that go over your head for a little bit? I think it did.
Well, no, it didn't, because I don't refer to them as that. NFT NYC JPEG New York City.
Gotcha.
So you mentioned real quick the dorks thing. You're talking about popcorn. Seems like Sizzle Popcorn, your boy, has been friend requesting.
He's following people, huh?
Refollowing people on the X now.
What's up with that?
Thetazilla Club, URP. I mean,
Simple Pine, I believe, right?
Oh,
no, it was URP.
Yeah, URP. Yeah. Right. Not YERP. As
no, not ERP.
Some idiot previously said before.
Not Wyatt.
But yeah, that was kind of interesting. The popcorn rug.
Yeah.
Back up.
Yeah.
Wonder why that is.
Yeah. I don't know. No
Next we're gonna get refollowed from your boy Mark.
Oh boy. I don't know about that.
He might be on his 12th project now. But I gotta say, a lot of us did some stuff on ETH. Haven't been too impressed with stuff on ETH, especially that pixel bullshit that me and you got into.
Oh, what are you talking about? The burn take 2?
Yeah. Now, not only are they 1 and 2, but 2, they decided to. So like rare ones that I had got minted, the attributes, and pushed my shit lower. So that's so fucking cool. And they're doing it again. They're doing it again. And then they said, oh, it's got to be done by this date. They're just going to fucking keep doing it. So what a joke. What an absolute joke.
Know. Yeah.
But if anyone wants to buy my bags, I think I'm had it with the SPHPP. So you know me.
So you're not down with SPHPP?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, it's all done. Well, but now it's back. Well, we're gonna turn it back on, but you get to You get to do this. You get to do this freaking scam that only helps out people with crappy ones, and we're just gonna stick it to the whales. So So I think the dude's a joke, and those followers of him are a joke for thinking this is a cool idea. And once again, I got beat up when I brought up my opinion about that on the board. So it's like everything I do, I say this is wrong and this is why, and I'm a futter. So I'm a futter, Pop.
I wouldn't call you a futter, But yeah, no, this is so just a question for you, because I didn't really notice. Are the rules exactly the same? It's burn 2 and get 1.
Yeah, the guy said the rules are the
So what
same. Send to the same address.
so what's the point? Like why I guess I don't
Well,
understand.
it's so cool for the
It should
project to burn a bunch
well,
of commons and get rarer ones issued at the expense of the people that spent money. I think it's just ridiculous.
well, if anything, it should have now gone up to burn 3, get 1.
No, I'm pretty sure it stayed the same.
No, I'm assuming it did, but then there's no difference between, the first swipe and the second swipe. What was the point of
I'm the
having
creator
like
of a
why?
project, and what I said is not the truth, but it's super cool what I'm doing. Is like he thinks it's cool, but it's really just terrible look for the project.
Yeah, I think he thinks that people want those rares minted and out there without
At the
and not
but
burned.
not giving a shit about the expense to the people that paid up to get rares
I
for it.
don't disagree. I agree with you on this one. It's ridiculous.
It's a joke. And hey, if anyone does listen to us, hey, why don't you let people know, papamags.com and Papa Mag's Twitter account, they think you're bullshit. I think people should let them know. No one's going to do it because, most people don't even listen to us. So,
True.
but I think we should put them on blast. I think they deserve to be on blast.
Well, it's just like, what's the point of putting an end date on it if you're just going to start it back up again, right?
They're
Like,
just
what's
going to
the
keep
point?
turning the faucet on.
Yeah.
Right. It's stupid.
So I saw that there was a couple of people put in some requests for how we handle the Dragon evolution here at ThetaCon. Did you
I
notice
did not
that?
know. No, I did not know that, sir.
You didn't?
No.
Well, there was one in particular, and I'm pretty sure you did. It was a game called Carrot in a Box.
I didn't read any of it. I just watched the video. That was
Oh,
fun.
I didn't read it either. But
Did
yeah,
you watch
no,
the video?
I did. Now, first of all, did you really think it was funny?
Yes.
Did you?
I
Did
thought
you
it was
laugh out
hysterical.
loud?
I did. I watched
Wow.
it on my phone in front of the sink, and I couldn't move. It was hysterical.
I figured it would be something that you would find funny. I don't know. I just didn't find it. I didn't laugh about it. It seemed like one of those like what's that show you and Rob watch? I can't remember.
I think you should leave.
Yeah. That kind of humor is what it hit me as.
I mean, there's way more complicated game shows that they do on I Think You Should Leave than Carrot in a Box, but it's simplistic. But
It's
that's why it
very
was so good.
simplistic, but I just didn't think it was funny.
John got fucking wrecked every
Oh,
time.
all 3 times. Yeah, I did see all 3.
I was rolling, dude. I was rolling. I was like, oh, how long is this thing gonna be? I didn't, and then it got to he got wrecked the 3rd time, and then it was like over, and I'm like, no, I just want to see that guy continue to get wrecked on Carrot in a Box.
Gotcha.
But that's what makes it special. They only did it, but they must have done it 3 times. So
yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea what show that's from.
some English show.
The British humor just didn't hit me at all.
Well, a lot of humor doesn't hit you.
Only if it's funny, it does. Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Well, speaking of funny, I have a guest here with me.
Who is that?
She's gonna.
Go ahead.
I have no idea what I'm getting into here, to be quite honest with you. But I am about to hand the reins over here to Mrs. Popper, and I'm going to let Mags and Mrs. Popper take it from here.
Finally,
I'm kind of nervous.
This is what the ones and ones want.
This is what everybody wants.
Everybody wants this for sure.
All right, Popper signing off. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Why are you still here? Mrs. Popper, welcome to the Papa Mags Pinecast. How's it going tonight?
I'm well. How are you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Fantastic. Somehow you sound a million times better than Mr. Popper.
Of course I do. And I'm meant for this. This is all up my alley. I'm so excited to do this.
I'm excited to have you here. This is I can't believe Popper. I'm like, did I read this text right? But I know he wanted to have you on sooner, and then he got so I think his ego got puffed after having all these big guests, and I don't know what happened. But I'm so glad you're here because for many, many reasons.
Oh, do tell.
Well, I am like, what do you like about this show? I heard you listen to it quite often.
I do. I listen when I'm doing the dishes or if I'm driving somewhere. I'll just put it on because I'm curious to hear what my husband has to say since I know nothing about this space. So I try to listen. I want to be helpful. I'm always trying to be helpful. So I'm like, how can I give him content? How can I make this better for, the ones of ones, those those extensions of your tens of tens.
Sure.
So yeah, that's
we're looking to grow. Right.
Exactly. It's all about the growth, right?
We could only go up from here.
I don't think we can go subpar, right?
We can't go down. It's almost impossible.
Yeah,
we've tried.
I agree. So no, I was just as happy to be on when he said it tonight. He's like, "Do you want to do this?" I was like, "Sure, why not? Why not?"
Oh, what?
Anything
I love the energy and the attitude. I love this. Do you have any questions for me?
What do you talk about? I don't understand the language.
If you were to break it down into a percentage of what you understand versus what you don't understand.
I get the countups. Totally get the countups. Get that something was promised, wasn't delivered, and we're, heckling on that front, which is totally the two of you. I can see that happening and why that happens on a weekly basis. And I think everyone appreciates that. When we were in Florida and you and Andrea, because I think she expected it, you didn't do it. That was disappointing. But I get it. It's his thing.
To be fair to Popper, which I'd never like to be, is one, Andrea we didn't have any guests. She just showed up. And with Adrian from Trueverse, and who we've had on the show. Adrian's very cool. And so that just kind of happened like randomly. You said Florida. Oh, I was gonna say something else. Florida pop. But if you were to break it down into a percentage of what you think you understand, if the show's 100%, how much of the show on an average do you think you understand?
Maybe 10.
Maybe 10. Okay, that's fair. I've had some other people that aren't in the NFT circle, and there's stuff they like, but they said same thing. They just don't understand it. So, do you think we are wasting our time talking about these NFTs?
No, I don't. I think there's a space for it, and I think what you guys are doing it's unique. It's different. So I think that everybody deserves a spot, a space to talk and share and be a commentator. So I think this is great. I think that the two of you are great together.
Oh, I think the two of you are great together.
Can you believe it's been how many years?
It's been a long time. I can't even. I know it's got in between. It's a long time. Yeah, it's just a weird. Is he laughing?
He's laughing.
Yeah,
15. We're 15. We're
15. Yeah, I think I could be wrong, and I don't even know if you remember. I could have sworn. I think the time I met him is the first time I met you. Were you at the casino thing in out Western New York? Yeah.
Yes. Turning
Stone, not a proud sponsor. Yeah.
No, not a proud sponsor. I don't know if you want them to be a proud sponsor.
No. Well, any proud sponsors we can get.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
We want sponsors.
We want them. Okay. We do want you, Turning Stone. Please. #. I don't know what the X space, which did you notice he said X space today?
I did.
Normally he says Twitter.
I've just been trying to say more. I think he's just picking up. I think he's showing initiative and trying to like, yes, I get it. It's X now. So
yeah, he's embracing it. But I think you've been subliminally putting it out there that way.
Well,
so
I just think it's stupid though, like this whole X thing, I guess. And well, it's what you call it too. And I don't know, like he has a company that's SpaceX, and now this big thing on his new platform is X Space. when it was Twitter Spaces before. I don't
Oh,
know. Yeah, I don't
wow! A
know.
light bulb just went over my head there,
Yeah.
Max. I did not know that.
It's been bothering me since this happened. I'm sure there's smarter people than me that
Yes.
have figured that out. But yeah, I just think this. You know, I so yeah. We can call it Twitter. We can call it X. I honestly don't think it's a big deal. But I do like highlighting the fact that it's called X because I think it's so stupid.
Gotcha.
So
I'm not always a fan of rebrands. I really am not. It depends on. I mean, if it's not broke, why try to fix it? So I'm not a big fan of rebrands like that.
I never had an issue. I never personally had any issues when Jack Dorsey was running Twitter with the bird, and then this guy comes over and he's complaining about bots, and he's so he's losing revenue from ads, and now he's trying to go to a paid model. I think he might have walked that back because I won't pay anything to remain in X or Twitter.
No.
It should be free as a bird or an X. I
We're going
think
back to free speech, right? Isn't that what his motto is too? It's all about free speech and First Amendment rights and being able to not cover up or cloud anything or push one. Isn't that what he's all about? I would think that this
I
is
guess it's just too. He was also about these bots, and he was complaining that Twitter had all these bots and these numbers are wrong. I think when he was doing this acquisition, and then now he suggested that we pay Twitter some kind of small fee, and that will defeat the bots. And between Twitter making money, Twitter or X making money selling our data, between the advertisers that they do have that they're paying. Now they want to make us pay for this when if you're going to fix the bots, then why wouldn't you fix the bots? Now you tell us, however long it's been, that we'll make you pay, and that's how we'll defeat the bots.
It won't work. He's got to find other ways to develop revenue streams. It just won't. It will crash. Like you said earlier, something else is going to pop up. So,
I think
cut
Popper
one.
said that.
Did he? Oh, okay.
I'm not. I don't want to steal any valor. I think Popper said that actually.
Okay.
The people don't know what we're talking
Fine.
about, but yeah, I think Popper mentioned that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's okay. But yes, I don't 90% of what you two talk about, going back to the original
Question.
start of the question,
Mhm.
I have no clue. All I ever ask him is, are we still good? And if it were ever not good, I need to know. So that's our relationship.
Okay.
And this whole front. This is all him. And if we're good, we're good. And if we're not good, and he knows what I mean by that, then he has to come clean.
Okay.
So there's a trust factor here.
Or worst case, you could get it out of me.
True. I'll just make you come clean my my grill.
Well, no, we'll get. I think we'll get to that.
Okay.
That's on my question list.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was at the top.
I mean, I like going back. I like, reminiscing. It works.
Yeah. So follow up to your question, because I think that 10% thing, I think that's a common percentage that people understand, because literally we talk about stupid food or whatever, and people eat food, so they know what we're talking about. But what percentage do you think of a fly in the wall, Mrs. Popper? What percentage do you think should we tweak these percentages? Should we talk more about nonsense? What do you think it would be more appealing for other people to listen? Or would it be impossible still talking about this kind of stuff, JPEGs and what have yous?
Oh goodness, you're stumping me here. I don't know. I think you should stick with it. I think that you're on a rhythm, but if you want to grow, then I don't know, maybe have a little bit more learning or like learning sessions for people that are, amateurs like myself, and dedicate part of the time for explanation. But if you don't think that's going to jive with the audience, then don't ruin
I think you need
the
to give
formula.
Popper lessons on, because you sound so smooth right now on here, and he is. And I'm no fan of my own voice, but you're pretty smooth coming out that other end. So
Aw, shucks. Like I told you, I was meant for this. This is me. This is my jam. I should kickstart my own Pinecast, podcast, Banana Cast. I don't know. You name it.
Yeah, and you I think me and Plop are just waiting for somebody else to take over so they won't need us anymore. Not that they need us, but
They
just
want you.
It's a grind.
It is.
As you know, as you know.
He disappears. I think. I said, you're done yet? Are you coming up soon? So yeah.
He really wanted, and I'm not looking for any thank you, but he really wanted to do that podcast down in Florida for the gymnastics competition. And I was like, no, don't worry about it. Just enjoy your vacation. I'll figure something out. And then immediately I already asked Andrea to fill in for him. So it was
nice.
It was good. It was good. Not having him that week. I think our ratings were great. So.
Oh, there you go. See, maybe then there's a formula right there, right? You're picking up on something.
If this turns out to be a hit, maybe it should just be you and Andrea doing the Pinecast.
Maybe if she can probably help me. Absolutely, right? I think.
I'm sure, and I'm sure she could learn stuff from you.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be good. All right. So how do we restart that?
I don't know.
Well,
you were saying that Andrea and I could take over.
Yes.
And I think I put something out there, and then I think you can cut us at that point.
Okay. And we will be right back.
This week's episode is brought to you by Dr. Theta's Community Guardian Node. Theta's premier community guardian node where you can stake your Theta if you don't run your own guardian node. Best of all, 100% uptime so you do not miss any rewards and 0 fees so you earn 100% of your T-Fuel. Trusted by Theta Labs, you can easily stake directly within your wallet. Simply go to the staking tab, choose Delegated Guardian Node, and find Dr. Theta's Guardian Node. Quick, simple, reliable, and best of all, safe, as the coins never leave your wallet. Stake with the Doc today.
This week's episode is brought to you by GuardiansOfTheta.com, offering 0% one-click Theta Guardian staking with random monthly token giveaways. Guardians also airdropped everyone staking with him an NFT that you're able to stake and earn T-Vibe. 100% uptime, 0 fees, random giveaways, what's not to love? Stop paying 4% and come join the fam with Guardians of Theta.
Papa Max, yeah. Papa Max. Papa Max Podcast. Papa Max Podcast.
Yes, pineapples versus bananas. I don't get the premise behind the fruit as why it had to be fruit. So tell me more about that.
I can't tell you about that. And it's funny too, because I have these
But why not broccoli? Why not carrots, right?
I'm actually looking in my kitchen, looking at my carrot blindfolds that are out of The Simpsons.
See?
As you're talking, well, there's supposed to be cucumbers as the bad guys.
Okay.
Yeah, and some of the bananas kind of turn into dragon fruit and a pine hybrid, like a banana dragon fruit hybrid and a banana pine hybrid as well.
But is it to do things with them? This is what I don't get.
I think it's kind of like, I think it's kind of taking a shot at the Bored Ape Yacht Club.
All right.
So, I mean, they are apes, I guess you'd say. Well, they are. I mean, not real. They're just JPEGs too. But it's just something else, and it's like the pineapples they're just funny. They're just funny to look at. It's like, what is this? A pineapple person? What the heck?
I do like the pineapples better than the bananas. I think he told you that. I think that they play well. But I'm also, once you introduce something to me once and then you try to replicate it a different way, I don't know. I like to go back to the original.
Right.
So call
That's
me
what
old
happened
school.
with Coke.
Yes.
Yes,
of
Coke
course.
2 was
New
a disaster.
Coke.
Yeah, and they brought back Coca-Cola Classic, and everyone loved it. It was the old one, right?
Yeah, you can't do New Coke. No.
No.
It's the same thing with rebranding. Just keep. You have it Right. People love it. They embrace it. You can't redo.
Oh,
Nope.
because we were talking about Twitter and X. I got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I'm trying here. I'm
just
trying here.
no, you're doing very well. I was just thinking of Crystal Clear Pepsi for a moment. I don't know what
Oh my goodness. I do remember that.
wasn't that so good. Have you ever watched these YouTube videos where people they'll like buy unopened can from like what was it early mid 90s and they'll
Yeah.
drink it on YouTube and they will just get destroyed. It just runs a number on their going through the intestines and stuff like that.
And they
I don't,
put the whole thing on YouTube like that?
it shows them like drinking it and kind
Uh-huh.
of like it like not going down well. I think they like I don't know if it's vomit or diarrhea or both.
Oh,
Someone
wonderful.
maybe Buddy Theta can fact check us on that.
Okay.
But I've seen a few of them and they're pretty entertaining. Oh, speaking of YouTube,
Okay.
and this is not on YouTube, but it should have been. Were you at the famous Kevin Cinnamon Challenge?
No, we were not there
Oh,
for that. I don't know why we were not, but we weren't. But that was definitely that and right, it was sugar cinnamon that he did or just cinnamon or
oh, so sugar cinnamon challenge back in the day, right? Or not 90s, but probably mid 2010
yeah, it was in the
ish.
yeah,
Yeah, late 2010s.
2010s.
We'll say.
Mhm. No, you're
So,
right.
anyways, it was all the rave, and I know. So then it was Daryl, Diane, Kevin, and Kevin's ex-wife, um, but and some other people, James and James's girlfriend, and maybe some other people. But they had a dinner and they had dessert, and it appears that they had some cinnamon cake dessert, and Kevin's like, "Hey, I'm gonna do this cinnamon challenge," and he took these, and everyone I think was drinking, obviously,
Of
and
course.
and so Kevin scooped up some of the cinnamon and he put it in his mouth and he drank it and he took it down no problem. And he's like losing his mind like he always does because he won.
Of course. Debunked.
Cinnamon challenge debunked was the name of this video. I have to get it on YouTube. I wasn't there either. I wish I was. And then so he goes,
I bet you one of us has like a clip on our old phones. Like
I
somewhere in our storage accounts, we
can I
have this clip. Yes.
can I tell you I don't use Facebook too much, but I have a bookmark from James's ex-girlfriend from Hungary or whatever she was from.
Oh, I
And
don't
because she's
remember.
the one that posted it. And I think I
Oh.
bookmarked it on Facebook so I can never lose this thing unless she deletes it.
Yes. But
But
you have to download it now, right? You have to download it to get your own copy. Therefore, you never lose it because we don't
right.
know what will happen to her. But
We need some good interns. The interns we have are terrible.
listen, I got a 7-year-old and a 10-year-old. They're pretty amazing on electronics. I think we can challenge them and get them up to
Oh,
speed.
okay.
I don't know. I mean, I as you know, I'm co-president of our elementary PTA. I'm
I
sure I can turn this into some sort of course too
yeah.
for enrichment, and people will be all over it. These
Speaking of that,
Westchester moms.
how's Aaron doing?
Aaron,
Yeah.
I don't know who you're talking about.
You don't know who I'm talking about?
No. Oh, Aaron. She is wonderful. Oh, she's going to be excited. I can't wait to tell her to check in on this one.
Did you not hear the previous one?
I did. This is her second appearance now. So true.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Aaron's showed up more than most people. Even Popper.
Honestly, he doesn't listen. This is what it comes down to. For the tens of tens, ones of ones, the ones of ones who know, that he doesn't listen. I've said to him this person's name before. I've referred to her and no, but okay. So it's just like, so Johanna and I were doing hominins tonight. We were reading a book and it talked about that. And this is exactly like it. Pale, pale. Yes, it is. But her name is Erin. So Aaron. I get it. I agree. Old Testament. I'm with you. it's definitely one, the 4 that you would assume. But nowadays, right, Max, we
Yeah.
can't assume anymore. Can't.
Well, I mean, it happens regardless of, but I just know I'm assuming. I guess if that
Yes.
makes sense. Like if
In our neighborhood, we have a Remington, a Remy girl. We
right.
have her sister, Logan, Logan. I'm trying to think of
Wow.
yes, and there's a third, and there's a third. They're sisters. And the other one also has a predominantly known as male name. Trying to think what her name is.
Well, no, like there's people like I think there's guys named Stacy. I think
Yes. And Dana is another one, right? Out
is he?
there. Yes.
Dana Carvey.
Yes.
Right.
And we're both spelled the same.
Gotcha. All right.
Although I've said before, my mother even says that she wished she would have spelled my name Dayna. So, and then I did the same thing to Johanna. I did double N's where I should have did one N. Just like mother, like daughter. She'll do the
Right.
same thing. We'll keep repeating our same mistakes. Okay. Andrew says that her name is spelled right. But Erin is fine, and she is helping as always. We all pal together and accomplish so much for our children in our school district. So it's all good here.
That's so nice to hear.
Mhm.
So I have a few more questions for you.
I don't have no clue how we got off to this topic already. I thought you were gonna educate me, Mags. I thought I was gonna come away learning something more about NFTs.
Yeah, I want the goss. You are more than welcome to come on anytime.
Thank you. Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
All right. So we were talking about Kevin and the cinnamon challenge. What was your point on that one?
Oh,
yes.
So anyways, so Daryl, I think Daryl was sitting next to him. I saw Diane doing dishes in the back. And so Daryl's like, no way, that doesn't count. And so Kevin put the cinnamon on his spoon again. He ate it like nothing and he slammed the spoon down and he was losing his mind because it was so easy. And everyone was kind of in disbelief. But then I think because, they were drinking, it was like the cinnamon crumble stuff from the dessert, right? It wasn't
and that's
cinnamon.
With sugar. Yeah, like you said.
Right.
That was butter. That was sugar. Yeah. That was
so
it made it down go nice and easy. Yeah.
Daryl says, he goes, wait a minute. Finally, hit the engineer's head. He said, well, we're getting to it. Easy to hit him. He doesn't, have all his hair up there, but he said, no, there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. That's fine.
He embraced it. Hey.
He embraced it. So Daryl says, wait a minute, Kev, this doesn't count. They go, this is some cinnamon sugar crumble bullshit. This is not real cinnamon. And he's like, no, I did it. I did it twice, and, nobody's like done it once. And Daryl's like, no. So Daryl, they take out real cinnamon and they put it on the spoon. And Kevin's like, no, I already did it twice. This because now if I lose, I'm a fool because I already beat it twice. And Daryl's like, no, it doesn't. Those previous ones don't count. That's not the cinnamon challenge. That's you eating some nice cinnamon dessert. Kevin finally says, okay, I'll do it. Immediately, Kevin takes it and gets destroyed.
I remember that.
There's like a puff of cinnamon cloud and he's running to the sink, which was fantastic. I love it.
I kind of wish that we would have been more like thinking in our minds, like we need to capture more Kevin because we would be so well off right now if we had Kevin on camera, YouTube videos of just all the stupid shit he has done. I mean, honestly, Max, where we would be in bigger places, right?
Oh, for sure. He is.
He's tough to
explain to listeners, right? Because
he is.
He's just this charismatic guy that has the happiest smile, seemingly 24/7, and
eyes open or shut, right?
right. So yeah, usually like if he's been drinking, he has his eyes shut. That's how I.
Yep.
With
the tilt. He's got his tilts on. Yep.
Kevin should be showcased more for sure, and that's why we bring him up. So I think some people, they've picked up on these Kevin references. I think Kevin should go to ThetaCon.
He may never come back from ThetaCon.
You did hear there's a murder out there, a serial killer, right? In
No.
Austin?
No. Really?
But they're not targeting the ladies, they're targeting men with hair.
Oh, he can't go. I can't send him. Are you serious?
Yeah,
Now I'm
it's all over the news.
Oh.
I mean, not like every night, but I don't think.
Great. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot here.
I should have left that out.
You should have. Ignorance is bliss sometimes.
But the odds are astounding.
But sometimes the odds are in your favor. To quote a good movie.
Hunger Games.
Yes, there you go.
Kind of.
I paraphrased.
Right. Oh, and you're the one talking about fruit now, all of a sudden.
I am?
Pear.
Oh, pear. Yes. True. Pear. Hominins. We're going back to that. I should have Johanna up right now. She'd roll her eyes at me. Just kidding. It's like, Mom, really? Can you stop? Not everything has to be a learning experience. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. In our world. So, oh, wow. Okay. Yes. I would love to understand more where so these beautiful pieces of art, which I can respect, are created. And are they like gateways to other things? And that's why people are so in love with them?
They can be.
Okay.
They can be used for that. I think the kind of the issue is like people have to figure out better things to do with them, maybe.
Okay. True.
So
and we just haven't gotten there yet. We haven't elevated into that level yet. Okay.
We're very early still.
Okay.
Once again.
But according to him, we're still okay. We are. I don't know about you, but we are.
I'm a mess. Yeah.
And I'm sorry for that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I think Popper's in a better position than I am. I'll say that.
Okay.
So
you think?
No, I know. I know. I actually know.
If you ever think not, you better tell me. I better get a message. You better be like, Mrs. Popper, go sit him down and tell him to clean the grill.
Yeah. Well, okay, let's talk about this now. This grill thing. Because people don't know this story. And it is.
Why would they? And why would they?
Well, they should.
Okay.
People do not understand this. So let me set the scene and then I'll kick it over to you if I could.
Okay.
So
I'll do my best.
So I don't know if it was a surprise party or just a regular party, but it was your birthday party, correct?
Yes, it was my birthday. Mm-hmm.
And it was summertime. Yes. And I know, and you're in your beautiful home that you're still in now. And
we are.
You guys used to live in the city, right?
Yes, we were in the city.
You have a lot of friends in the city.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's communicable to the city. Like there's a train.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It's called the Metro North.
The Metro North, not a proud sponsor.
No, not.
But it should be. Let them know. Pop and Mags presented by Metro North.
Oh, they're a dying cause over there at Metro North. No.
Well, maybe not. Metro South.
Nice play.
Okay. Anyways, it's a beautiful day, and I don't think you would have known that me, Kevin, Daryl, or Popper knew it was your birthday because everyone else was dressed like I did not belong there at all. They were
really?
Yeah, they were. I mean, we were in shorts playing basketball, and it was just us four. While you had your whole birthday party and all these mutual friends with Popper at yours and his at the party. I don't think unless he was cooking, which he probably was, and we'll get to that. But it seemed like we were playing basketball and cornhole a bunch, and we just were not. We were all betting with each other, and it's almost like unfortunately your birthday was almost a side note. It's like we were having the time of our lives, I guess.
Of course. I know.
Playing.
When you guys get together, yes.
So
It's like the world is, disappears when, when you guys are together.
Even when Kevin's wife left to take, because they were living in the city at that time, I believe.
Yes.
And
yes.
she left to go back to the city and left Kevin there to continue to play. There was this.
It's like, the BFF thing. You guys are just, you're BFFs.
Yeah.
You missed each other so much.
We were trying to take each other's money.
Popper said we were trying to take each other's money. Fact check correct.
Did. Thank you.
Anyways, we're dressed like chumps. Everyone's just very impressive for some kind of, like, I did not belong there. It was almost like opening day at Saratoga, and we're in gym shorts. We're in gym shorts and t-shirts. Everyone else was dressed really nice. So we didn't even fit in. And then the party eventually ended. I don't know if you knew this.
It did. Yes, I did.
Did you have a good time at the party?
Well.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
So
I get into it. The 10s of 10s need to hear this.
Do that. Well, their ones of ones need to probably know more, and they'll relate. I was 6 months postpartum, aka that is for those 10s of 10s. 6 months after having
guys.
Yes,
right.
I just had a baby 6 months earlier. Less than that. Probably between. She was 5 months at that point. She wasn't sleeping through the night. And I was a very dedicated mother trying to do everything right. And it was our first. So I was exhausted. Definitely wanted to still see all my friends because, making the transition from single, like no kids to kids, that's a big one. Going from being single to married, not so big. Being married, whatever you are, childless to children, big change. And yes, the party came to an end and you guys did not want to leave. And it was, again, just you couldn't, no one wanted the glass slipper to drop. It was just like, midnight hadn't struck yet and you guys were just going at it. And I finally got her to sleep. I was cleaning up the house. I don't like messy houses. And so if anyone ever comes to our house, please take your shoes off when you walk in the door. It's like one of my big rules. I don't want shoes in the house. And yeah, I was just done. I was so done. So I was giving everything to this little being, and she's wonderful, and she still is. So if she ever listens to this, she knows we love her so much. I don't know if she ever will. she might find this and be like, what the hell do my parents do at night? And I was just done and you guys just kept going. And it was just like the buttons were being pressed. And it was like I was going from like cool, calm, collected to, okay, we're going into the yellow zone. Fine, I got this. I'm doing this. I'll do it all on my own. No problem. The only thing I said to him was, you better clean the grill. It was a brand new grill. Brand new grill.
I think I recall it was clean the effing grill.
Yes, that probably when I got to the red zone. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, we're still in the yellow zone.
We were still in the yellow zone.
Oh, I didn't know about this. I just remember that part. Go ahead.
Oh, there was plenty of warnings of cleaning the grill and the reminder of cleaning the grill and don't forget to clean the grill. And, it's brand new. And so I am that person too, grew up, that if something was new and, like within a day or two, something happened to it, that would just make me so upset. I don't know what it was, how I grew up. Sorry, mom, dad. But I wanted something to stay intact for a little bit longer than a day or two. So this grill was like only a couple of months old. I think we got it just like that month in June because it was summertime and we wanted to have barbecues. So yes, I wanted him to clean the grill and he finally did, I guess. I don't know. It's fine now. The grill is still, it survived. It's 10 years old and it's still beautiful.
What kind of grill is that?
A Weber.
A Weber.
Yeah. And it's still beautiful because we treat it right. Just like anything, you treat it right, you take care of it, it can last.
The grill was going to get clean.
I didn't want the garbage being stuck to it. I didn't want any food being left over or critters coming around. We live in, the woody area too. We don't have houses behind us. which is what he liked about our house. So, it was, you never know, it would have came up in the middle of the night. I didn't need a deer or a raccoon or what else on our back porch. So he did finally clean the grill, right? I think he had to do it by himself though, because you guys weren't giving up. Yeah.
I think we had to leave after that, Popper. Is that right?
You two left. You and Daryl left.
Oh, Kevin stayed?
Oh, Kevin was here.
Ah!
Kevin was still here. Kevin was here till the morning.
Never let the party die.
Never, ever. Not when a Kev's around.
I think we were playing AC/DC.
Oh,
said-
man.
Yes. But this is, I mean, for everybody listen, 10s of 10s. I already said it. I go, Carnival Games got to come back at ThetaCon. I'm not coming this time. We don't have the kids. He's going solo. So I said, if it was Florida, forget it. I'm coming because I like the weather and I want the kids like to swim. But Austin, cool town. I'm not bringing my kids to Austin. So yes, you guys have to definitely pull out some of these fun tricks, fun shows for all. I'm setting it up. And now you can, right? Can't you? I mean, before it was about taking your money. Now you got to take each other's pineapples.
We could
There
do
you
that.
go.
We could do that too.
Yeah. Right? I don't know. Is it worth it? Are they worth
it?
It
Depends.
Okay.
Depends. The market's pretty rough. But Popper's doing really good, as opposed to me.
Well, like you said, you called it, Max. You called it. Yes.
Yeah.
Only things they do happen just to you. You know that, right?
I know, right?
It is. It is. I agree. I'm sorry.
I'm a victim of circumstance everywhere I go. It's
but you're so used to it, right? Just embrace it. Embrace it.
I don't have a choice, right?
No, not at all. So, did I cover the grill story enough?
You did. From where I'm sitting, I don't think I had all those facts. Popper. It was just. It was just clean the effing grill. I think I don't know if I drove there with Daryl or something, but I think that's all we talked about.
And then it lasted for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It would have to come up. It was just so funny. But we're like little kids in the basement, I think, at that point, playing something stupid. Yes. And you finally had it. And like I guess technically we were adults. And you have to tell your husband that, it's cool you're hanging out with your friends on my birthday, but the party's over. The kid's sleeping, maybe, hopefully, and you got to clean that grill.
She was going to be up at 2 or 3 hours later from that point because she still wasn't sleeping through the night. So I knew I was going into my jitters because I was like, I just want to sleep. I just want my house clean. I just want my grill clean. Just clean the freaking grill. Yes, and yes, did I say fucking grill? Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. Okay,
I did. I admit it. I did not. I was not a lady at that moment. Not at all.
I think getting the full context of the story, I think it was most appropriate.
Thank you.
So,
thank you.
Yeah. But I do appreciate. I still love my memories up until now of the grill story. So it's just so good.
You know what? Then just forget about what I just said. Just erase it, right?
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
You can keep torturing him. I think I love it. We love it.
This just transitions to my next question.
Oh, okay.
Popper never. He's not the only one that's driven you. Has made you upset. I think I've caused some drama for you.
Really?
Previously, yeah. Do you remember the Super Bowl thing?
Oh my goodness, no. What did I do at the Super Bowl? Which Super Bowl?
The one in I think in New York City. Well, in Jersey.
I was supposed to work it.
Wasn't it somebody you knew?
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So he's reminding me. So my company was one of the vendors that was able to have people there doing certain, I don't know, fam-related items, whether it was shirt giveaways or, yeah. And okay. All right.
Did you ever see my email to the lady that was getting our information?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, then we'll just table that, I guess.
Okay. I
Was
think
Popper,
I think he shielded you from this.
because it made it sound like I went too far on this email to the nice woman behind the email trying to get us to go there.
Promised tickets to go. We were promised to be able to go and watch the game, and then it was you can't.
Okay.
It's like who wants to like?
Okay.
Who's doing that?
So I had some passive aggressive, sarcastic email response to the lady once we found out, like Popper said, that that they changed the rules on us again on what was to
Okay.
be expected at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I would be upset too. I would have felt it if you've done your part in the beginning phases to help with whatever it was. I think it was partial security, partial fan stuff that you could go in and have a seat. I would no. Oh wow. So you thought all these years, so this
I
was
think he made it.
pre-marriage.
I think what was it?
Yeah, this was before we were married.
Hmm. I okay. Oh, it
That
might
I
have
was
been.
upset that I was upset with you?
Because I think how Popper presented this was your friend at the company,
Yeah.
and
Well,
and
a
I
colleague.
basically told her off in the nicest possible passive aggressive way.
It never made its way back to me.
Oh,
She kept
I'm a
it
little
complete.
disappointed.
I'm sorry. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
oh,
She doesn't work for us anymore. She's many, many years gone
okay.
because of your email. No. Kidding, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, she never said a word. You know what though? Do you know how many things she had to deal with in that brand? Forget about it. You were one of many. You were unmemorable. I'm sorry, Mags.
Oh,
I know.
I hate to hear it.
She probably didn't even I know. See? It just follows you around. She
Oh,
probably didn't even connect the dots that you were affiliated to me and like a referral from me. And I wasn't getting anything for the referral either. So it was a different brand and they don't cross brand compensate.
you don't cross the
So
streams. I know that.
no, no. But I did it only for the fact that I thought that you guys would get to go check out the Super Bowl. I mean,
Yeah, that's what we thought too.
yeah, I was excited.
Well, I
I love
feel a
when
little
those
bit
things
better.
happen. Oh,
I feel a
good. I'm
little bit
glad.
better now.
Yes, no,
I
I
think
had no animosity. So when you came over, what, was it a year or so ago when you were over at the house? When you
yeah, it
stopped
was.
in?
Yeah,
That's why
probably.
you were nervous? You thought I still hated you? Oh my goodness.
uh, well, I mean,
Oh,
to be fair, it's it's the perception that I got is the perception Popper sold me on, and never.
okay.
So I never knew that
All
it
right. Well,
wasn't a big deal. So
I'll just talk to him. I'll put it on his list of things that I need to talk to him about. Don't worry. We'll rectify this.
okay, all right. But that was I mean,
Mrs.
that was.
Popper's on it.
But also, to be fair, when I just got back from overseas, I think it might have been 6 months I've been home, and I wasn't around. I was overseas for COVID, and I didn't know what to expect when coming back to the States with COVID. So I was very, I was very. I didn't want to. I wanted to be as proper as I could be, also.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think that was the reason why I was all weird. But you were super nice. I remember I got a hug right away, I think, or
Yes.
something like that.
I'm
So
a hugger.
I
I'm a
love
hugger.
hugs. So yeah, it was good. And the funny thing about why I was over, it's funny to hear the stories from Popper that he still gets frustrated every time he has to do something with that thing that we were doing. I'm sure you've heard about. It's very difficult sometimes, that thing he uses. You're
I have
laughing. You have no idea.
clue.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's good.
Okay. He just pointed to the upstairs area where it resides. So
Okay.
I think I know what he's flagging for me. So
Okay. All right.
and it's difficult sometimes for him. I get it. I have to step in as well at times.
I do enjoy when it's difficult for him, though.
Yes,
I
you do.
I
I
do.
know. When you can have a one up, oh, I know. I do.
The other thing that people don't know, I wonder if
How
you've ever.
competitive the two of you are? Yes.
Oh, I
Yes.
think
They
they
are
know that.
very competitive, everybody. Absolutely.
Popper has. I don't think Popper's really talked about him, and I'm not gonna talk about him, but I will say in that thing, Popper's brother's involved in that, and Popper's brothers your brother-in-law
Mhm.
is kind of in our space too, but he is very no key, I think you would say.
Yeah.
Uh, especially when
Stealth.
stealth.
Stealth. Yeah.
But this guy, anytime I make a sale or I pick up a pine and I want to show Popper, he's like, I already know. My brother told me.
Yeah.
Every time. This guy's over my stuff all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Eagle Eyes.
Oh, that's a good one for him. That's a good
Is it?
name.
Oh.
Yeah. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We got to
Yes.
come up with something for him. He needs his own. I don't think he has one, right? He doesn't
Yeah.
have a pine,
Oh,
does he?
yeah. He's got pines.
No, I know he has pines, but he doesn't have like a pine like you guys have, Papa Mags.
Oh,
He doesn't
nothing can
have.
compete with Papa Mags.
No, it really is my favorite. I do like it a lot. But I don't think he ever told you this. I don't think Mr. Popper told you this, that I thought that you two were just inverted. I thought that one was the Mags and one was Sheriff Popper because I'd never seen Stranger Things. So I had no clue. And he's like, but why? And I basically said, I was like, well, the other one has a cigarette and you don't smoke. And the other one was taller. And I figured I went with the taller. Yes, yes. Everyone, I'm blonde, by the way, if you couldn't pick up on that. Yes. And I don't mind ragging on myself. But yes, that's what I really thought. I thought that just the opposite of what it was. And he's
When
tanner than you. That's the other one too, because the other one's tanner. So
yeah.
not Danny Tanner. No. Rest
Well,
in peace.
oh, right. Too soon. Not for that. Like it wasn't a joke. It was like too soon that he's gone. Actually, it's funny because when Popper opened Popper, he sent me. He's like, "Oh, I got a custom." I was like, "That's Magnum." Because they showed Magnum in like the previews, and it looked a little different. It's like, oh, it just is like a variant, like a different color. I swear to God, that's what I thought, and I was so happy for him. And then finally, when we could see the names, it was Popper, and then we figured that out.
Ah.
So I don't know if Popper knew it was something different or what.
Nope.
No.
Same thing. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. There you have that. I guess. Yeah. We talked a little NFT stuff.
We did a little.
A little bit.
You didn't really help me, but that's okay. I'm still at 10 right now. That's okay.
Okay. Well,
I'm trying though. I'm trying. I do try. I sometimes get it. I think I understand, especially when it comes down to like the economic things pieces. Like I get it. I get that part of it. Like of when things and why things and when people claim poor, but really the money adds up. So that I can all follow when you guys have gone into those deep conversations.
right.
But then just some of the other stuff, yeah, no clue. No
Batches.
clue.
Just forget about it.
Yeah, just over my head. Just way, way over. Flying, your JetBlue down to, Austin right now over me. So it's fine.
I think maybe more of the novice Papa Mags listener. I think they might understand more of this episode. I'm going to go on a limb.
I hope so. Good.
Hmm.
They got to know him a little bit more, right?
Yeah, the dark side of Popper.
Yes. He was super dark back in the day, everyone. Not the light or that he is today.
But today he has the cleanest grill.
He does. 10 years old, and you would think it was just only a year. It's so pretty. Spick and span shine. Not a proud sponsor, right?
Should be.
Spick
Yeah.
and span. Should be.
Spick and span.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Wasn't that a product?
Are they still around?
I don't know. I don't use them.
Oh, so you're definitely not a proud sponsor.
No, I'm not. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. We try to go the Myers route. But that's still, that's an SC Johnson brand. That's a product. Family-owned company.
Okay. No, you're more business savvy than me, so I'll take your statement as fact.
Thank you. Okay. Who's your fact checker again? Buddy Theta.
Buddy Theta.
There you go. He can fact check.
What
else do you want to talk about, Mags?
How I
you
mean,
excited? Are you excited about ThetaCon? I mean, like the countdown's on, right? This should be a countdown.
this is a countdown, and it is on papamags.com. As you know, the number 2 place for Papa Mags content. There's
I love that line.
it is actively being count down, and I'll put it up on my little computer now and say papamags.com comes right up. And
Are you going to promise to watch over him?
yeah. I mean,
I have your word. Everyone, the tens of tens now they have your word that you will watch after Mr. Popper for me.
of course.
Okay.
Oh, of course.
All right. I'm nervous. You told me there's, a person on the loose killing people. I'm going to let him get on a plane and go down there.
We're going to use the buddy theta system.
I love it. Please.
So if you go to papamags.com/countdowns or go to the papamags.com and go to the countdowns tab and you scroll down, and then you'll see the historic Andrea Southwest flight delay, 5 hours, 20 minutes and 14 seconds. But then you will see ThetaCon 2023, 32 days, 13 hours, 52 minutes as of recording, and 57 seconds as of when I said that, even though it's 52 seconds now. But it will be even different when they hear it. But
Absolutely.
you can click that and it will take you right to ThetaCon.org.
Ooh.
You get all the information.
I can't wait to hear the compares. I'm very interested in the comps here. Last year to this year, the good, the bad. Because I don't know, last year it was fun. We had a great time, the kids and I.
And I got to babysit briefly too.
You did. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
Papa was
Can't believe we
doing
trusted you with our kids.
at the pool, no less,
At
too.
the pool. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness
But
they know how to swim.
I was very attentive. Pool's a big deal. That should say a lot to my character.
It does. Absolutely. You're willing to take a hit.
Yeah, because that Popper would just disappeared on both of us, I think.
He did. But he doesn't get away often, everyone. I'm the one who, hightails it out of this house.
Right.
He doesn't. So it's been a while. So I'm happy that he's going. We were thinking of doing just, couples only and leaving the kids alone, but that's hard for us with our families. Not everyone lives close by and not everyone is age appropriate either. So
right. And you're like in between, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, we're
the families, right?
Yeah, we are.
Live, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We somehow decided that it would be smart to live in the middle of nowhere from our families. As we searched for a house, because I was determined that as I was pregnant, that it was a must that we had to have a home to bring our child to. No, we couldn't live in the city any longer. I had to have a home. Yeah, hormones. I look back at that decision and I said, I could have waited. I could have waited. So lesson learned. My kids will know.
And fun fact, when Kevin lived in the city with his then wife, and then before
you're breaking my heart with that. You know that, right? You're breaking my heart.
I know. I don't know. I think, I love Kevin. I just I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm not taking sides.
No.
I'll say that. I just don't I know Kevin more, so that's why I talk about Kevin. Not that former Mrs. Kevin is not. She's very cool. She's very smart. She's very smart. But yeah, it's that happens. I hear people sometimes can't continue to do their thing, and it's none of my business.
No.
Kevin, if you remember, Kevin, they lived in the city, but Kevin decided to get an apartment in Connecticut.
Yes.
because he wanted to be a part-time eventually a full-time poker player.
I was going to say I think the aspiration was always full-time.
Yes.
Very true. Very true. Which I don't know. I would have thought AC would have been better for that. I would have thought Vegas would have been better for that. But Connecticut was where he felt like he needed to be. So.
And when we were there with him, he wanted to actually wrap up quick because he wanted to see his, Rufus, the late Rufus, shout out. It was his birthday, and Kevin wanted to go back to the city on a Sunday afternoon to go be with his dog on his birthday. So that was very nice.
Yes. Oh, Rufus. He was such a cutie patootie.
He was.
Whenever I see Frenchies now, and especially if same color, that he was adorable. Too cute. Our kids begged us for a dog. Begged. And I made the stupid move by opening my mouth saying, well, when your brother's 5 and he's now 7, I'll think about it. Maybe we'll do it. I said, we'll get a dog. And I had all good intentions because I was always told, no, 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 you will not have a dog. And then I realized why my mother said no, because it would be her dog and she would take care of this animal and she didn't want the responsibility. And I said the same thing when it happened afterwards. 5 came and went and I said, "Oh, what did I do? What did I do? Why? Why did I say it? I don't want a dog. I mean, I'm sure if we did do it, I would love that dog unconditionally, just like I love my kids. And he or she would be our 3rd child, but we couldn't do it. So we got the next best thing.
What?
We got a
What?
hamster.
Oh, right.
He is adorable. His name is Humphrey. I think he's sick though because he stopped like being active.
Ah,
They're supposed to last 2 years. And our luck, I don't know if he's going to make it in a year.
well, it's
So,
better than my luck, so
yes,
you might make
true.
it.
True. Fingers crossed for us. Let's
Well,
all have high hopes for Humphrey, right?
thoughts and prayers for Humphrey for a speedy recovery.
Thank you. Thank you. This has been fun.
Yeah, right?
Thank you for having me.
Isn't it great to be had? I think it was
It
great.
is. It is.
Yeah, no, so glad this could happen
Yes.
finally.
And I'm going to make sure that when he goes to Austin, he has my Mags drinking game. So, because I have a drinking game, like whenever you say a certain word, I think you have to have that laid out right at the beginning of the session, so
Mhm.
everyone's ready with shots or whatever they brought.
Yep.
Or if you're serving, I don't know what the setup's going to look like this time. So everyone's got to be ready for it. And I have high hopes for carnival games too. You're bringing them back.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yes. Cool. Well, thank you.
Thank you for coming, Mrs. Popper. And anytime you want to come back on, let me
They're
know.
probably all saying no, but
We'll do a
maybe-
poll. Maybe we'll do a poll.
okay. I like that. I like surveys afterwards. That's a kind of a thing in my job. So yes, survey me afterwards. Let me know.
Should we
Was
have
that too
Mrs. Popper
much?
back on?
Yeah.
Not enough? Just right? What say
Overkill?
you? Definitely not
Exactly.
overkill. I did like the commentary from the Pinochle Gallery though, while you were on. That was pretty funny.
He couldn't leave me. He didn't want to. He had to have a watchful eye over what I said.
Oh, can I just say though, also too, it kind of, I love this. I just think it's also kind of lazy that he just got to do his part and take off though. I will say that, but I did and do appreciate you coming on. So
Oh,
thank
thank you. I know.
He knew he
Well,
wouldn't be able to talk anyway, so
that's right. He was coughing I think he might be coming down with something because you didn't catch it, but he was pausing himself, muting himself, coughing as he was speaking. So he's probably just a little under the weather here.
Gotcha.
And I talk for a living, so I'm so used to this that, like I said, it's
You're
right
a
up my
pro.
alley.
Yeah.
I am.
You're a pro.
Yeah, but I'm surprised I haven't dropped one analogy because that's what I normally do in every conversation with people. So,
And I can't
very
even
proud.
spell analogy. I couldn't.
Well, don't try.
I won't.
Okay. Well, good night. Get some rest. And he will see you next week. He will see you on the board.
You have been listening to the Pops and Mags Pinecast. Music provided by Sushi Cat. Like what you hear? Send that cat a very nicely worded compliment on Twitter at JustAddSpam. Pops and Mags is a Scumbag Hat production in association with Kyle's Hot Tub.